The medieval city of Camerino is now an internationally recognized center for the study and performance of European medieval drama. Its annual conference and festival attracts speakers and performers from all over the world. The conference presents contributions and discussions of the highest possible academic level. The festival, staged in the squares and the courtyards of the ancient city, demonstrates the astonishing variety of performances that are the essential elements of medieval drama. Although only in its second year, the success of the Camerino Conference and Festival have been acclaimed by both the general public and academic experts. Medieval Europe had much more in common than it has today. Latin was the universal language, and the Catholic faith was shared by almost everybody. Throughout Europe, medieval drama was a popular form of entertainment and instruction. Each year, whole communities joined in the preparations for a spectacular presentation of the story of the local saint, of the biblical doctrine of man's fall, redemption, and judgment. Despite its religious content, the drama of the late Middle Ages was usually a complex multimedia production that included songs, wrestling, sword fighting, elaborate costumes, spectacular scenic effects, fireworks, comic sketches, performing animals, and pageant. Recreating such elaborate spectacles today isn't easy, but by bringing together companies from all over Europe, the Camerino Festival, with its singing, dancing, juggling, and acting does much to recreate the magical atmosphere of a bygone age. During the 1997 festival, the film company Principal from England made a documentary about medieval magic for the Discovery Channel. Actors and performers from the festival and Camerino's Corsa alla Spada a Palio helped to recreate a variety of scenes, including a medieval banquet held in the subterranean vaults of the Archbishop's Palace. The production company Principal had got in touch with the conference and festival organizer, Sidney Higgins, through the web pages he created. Modern technology applied to the Middle Ages. The courtyard of the Ducal Palace was the setting for many of the theatrical performances. The first was the medieval Dutch play Esmeralda, staged by the theatre group Maro from Holland. The play, with its classical plot, oriental fantasies, biblical references and folk tales, is one of the best-known court plays of the late medieval period.
Uitgemergelde karkas.
At the same time, in the Sala della Muta of Camerino University, the conference was opened by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ignazio Butti, and Professor Heimke Schirlo-Barata, the director of the Language Center. They were introduced by the conference organizer, Professor Sidney Higgins. Outside, in the courtyard, the School of Historical Dancing, Il Leoncello, with a group of musicians, recreated dances and songs from the 14th and 15th centuries. In the late evening, the same group entertained the conference speakers during a dinner held in the 15th century tavern of the Muralto district of Camerino. On the following day, the Perugia players presented the second Shepherd's play. Then, I Commediante, the workshop for theatrical research from Urbino, brought the courtyard to life with stilt walkers, fire eaters, and acrobatic tumblers. The final day of the festival was undoubtedly the richest. It began with a short procession in costume, which started from the Piazza Garibaldi and wound through the streets to the cathedral, where a high mass in Latin was celebrated to the accompaniment of the cathedral choir. In the early afternoon, the workshop theatre from the University of Leeds staged Everyman, the well-known 15th century English morality play. The fable of Cavalier Bastiano was performed by I Commedianti in the Piazza Cavour. This was a spectacular performance of popular street theatre that thrilled and amused the public.